My fiancé laughed. This prenup is an insult. Sign it without your lawyer or I'm not coming to the altar. I said, I see. Then I texted all 200 guests. Wedding canceled. She was right. The prenup was an insult. My phone hasn't stopped ringing. I, 31 male, am sitting in what was supposed to be my honeymoon suite, alone, drinking overpriced minibar whiskey. Wedding was supposed to be yesterday. Instead, I'm here with a laptop chronicling the most expensive lesson of my life. 3 days ago, Thursday afternoon, my fiancée Astrid, 28, called me into our living room for what she called a serious discussion about our future. We'd been together 4 years, engaged for 1. Wedding was set for Sunday, yesterday. She had the prenup draft on the coffee table. My lawyer had sent it over 2 weeks ago for her review. Pretty standard stuff. We each keep what we bring in. Inheritances stay separate. Like my business stays mine. I'm not wealthy, but I own a small logistics company that's doing well. Started it 5 years ago. Now it's worth about $1.2 million on paper. Not retirement money, but solid. This, she said, waving the papers, is insulting. What's insulting about it? I asked, genuinely confused. The fact that it exists, Felix. It means you don't trust me. It means I'm being practical. Your lawyer can review it, suggest changes. She laughed. Actually laughed. I'm not wasting money on a lawyer for this garbage. Astrid, it's important you have independent legal counsel. Here's what's going to happen, she interrupted. You're going to sign a different document, one that says this prenup is void. Sign it right now, without your lawyer, or I'm not walking down that aisle on Sunday. I stared at her. You're giving me an ultimatum? 3 days before our wedding? I'm giving you a chance to prove you love me more than your precious company. The company that's paying for the wedding? That company? Her face turned red. See? This is exactly the problem. You throw money in my face like it means something. It means I spent $62,000 on a wedding that you're now threatening to skip unless I sign away my legal protection. Legal protection from me, your future wife. If you need protection from me, why are we getting married? I sat there for a good minute, just processing. 4 years together, deposits paid, guests flying in. Her dress cost $8,000. The venue, $15,000. Catering for 200 people, orchestra, photographer, videographer. I see, I said finally. So you'll sign? I need to make some calls. She smiled, thinking she'd won. Make them quick. We have the rehearsal dinner tomorrow. I went to my office, sat down, opened my laptop, started typing. Update 1. I drafted the message carefully. Dear friends and family, I regret to inform you that the wedding between Astrid and myself scheduled for Sunday has been cancelled. Astrid was absolutely right. The prenup I asked her to sign was insulting. It assumed our marriage might fail. It assumed we needed legal protection from each other. If you need that kind of protection from someone, you shouldn't marry them. I've realized this too late, but not too late to prevent a mistake. Your gifts will be returned. Thank you for your understanding. Felix. Sent it to all 200 guests at 8:43 p.m. Thursday. Then I texted the wedding party separately. Wedding's off. We'll explain later. Please don't contact Astrid yet. She doesn't know. My phone exploded within 30 seconds. I turned it to silent and went back to the living room. Astrid was on her phone, scrolling Instagram, oblivious. Did you make your calls? She asked without looking up. I did. And? I took care of everything. She smiled. I knew you'd see reason. This is why I love you, babe. You always make the right choice eventually. I'm going to stay at Jerome's tonight. Bachelor party tradition, you know. She laughed. Fine, but don't get too drunk. Rehearsal dinner's at 5. I packed a bag. As I was leaving, she called out, Felix? Yeah? Leave the prenup. I want to burn it. Symbolic fresh start. I left it on the counter. Why not? It was useless now anyway. Update 2 Friday morning. I woke up at Jerome's to 73 missed calls. Astrid, 31. Her mother Greta, 15. Her sister Lucinda, 10. Various others, 17. Jerome was making coffee, looking at me like I'd grown a second head. Bro, did you really cancel your wedding via group text? She demanded I sign away my prenup 3 days before the wedding. What was I supposed to do? I mean, talk to her? She said sign or no wedding. I chose no wedding. His phone rang. He looked at it. It's Astrid. Don't answer. She's called me 12 times. Then definitely don't answer. At 4 p.m., An hour before the rehearsal dinner, I texted Astrid. I assume you've heard. The wedding is cancelled. The rehearsal dinner is cancelled. Everything is cancelled. She called immediately. I didn't answer. Texts started flooding in. What the hell did you do? This isn't funny, Felix. My parents are at the venue. The staff says you cancelled everything. Answer your phone. You can't do this to me. We have 200 guests coming. I texted back once. You said I had to choose between the prenup and the wedding. I chose. Then I blocked her number. Jerome's phone rang again. This time he answered because it was his girlfriend, Piper. I could hear Piper from across the room. Astrid is at the venue crying. Her whole family is here. What did Felix do? Jerome looked at me. I shook my head. He cancelled the wedding, Jerome said simply. Why? Ask Astrid. Update 3 Saturday morning. What should have been my wedding day eve, the real assault began. Greta, Astrid's mom, somehow got my new number. I'd changed it Friday night. Her voicemail was a masterpiece. You pathetic little man. How dare you humiliate my daughter like this? She gave you 4 years of her life. She loved you. And you destroy her over money? You'll regret this. I'll make sure everyone knows what kind of monster you are. You're going to pay for the embarrassment you've caused our family. Then came Lucinda's text from a random number. Felix, what you've done is unforgivable. Astrid is destroyed. She's been sobbing for 24 hours straight. The wedding vendors are demanding payment. The venue won't refund anything. Our cousin flew in from Portugal. You need to fix this now. Either marry her tomorrow or pay for everything. Even Astrid's dad, Hendrik, who usually stayed out of drama, sent an email. Felix, I'm disappointed. I thought you were a man of honor. Astrid tells me you chose your business over her. No company is worth losing someone who loves you. Reconsider before it's too late. The funniest part? They all seem to have gotten a very different version of events. So I did something petty. I took screenshots of my original text where I said the prenup was insulting and marriage should be built on trust, not legal protection. Then I took a screenshot of a new message. To clarify for those asking, Astrid demanded I sign documents without legal counsel to void our prenup. When someone gives you an ultimatum, do this or I won't marry you, 3 days before a wedding, they're showing you who they are. I chose to believe her. Sent it to everyone who'd contacted me. Update 4 Sunday, wedding day. I blocked so many numbers that my phone was actually peaceful. Jerome and I went to play golf. On the 3rd hole, the club manager approached our cart. Mr. Felix, there's a situation at the clubhouse. Astrid was there, in her wedding dress, the full thing, veil, train, bouquet, makeup perfect, hair done. She looked stunning and completely insane. We're getting married, she announced to me, Jerome, and about 30 confused golfers eating lunch. No, we're not. I've already forgiven you for this tantrum. The photographer is meeting us at the beach. We can do a small ceremony. Astrid, there is no ceremony. There is no wedding. We are not getting married. Because of the prenup? Fine, I'll sign it. The prenup no longer exists. You burned it, remember? We can print another. Why would I marry someone who threatened to leave me at the altar over a standard legal document? She started crying, ugly crying. Mascara running, nose dripping, the works. You're ruining my life. Everyone thinks I'm a gold digger now. No, everyone knows you tried to manipulate me into signing away legal protection 3 days before our wedding. That's not what happened. That's exactly what happened. I just wanted to know you loved me. And I wanted to know you weren't marrying me for my company. Guess we both got our answers. Security eventually escorted her out, still in her wedding dress. The gossip at that country club will last for decades. Update 5 Monday morning. I went to my office early, trying to return to normal life. My business partner Dorothy was already there. So, eventful weekend? You could say that. The entire business community is talking about it. Hendrik's been calling our clients, telling them you're unstable. What? Yeah, he's saying you had a mental breakdown and abandoned his daughter at the altar. He's trying to damage your reputation. I pulled up my phone, went to LinkedIn of all places, and posted, "For those concerned about my mental breakdown this weekend, I'm fine. I simply chose not to marry someone who demanded I sign legal documents without counsel as a proof of love. In business and in life, anyone who says sign this now without your lawyer is someone you should run from." The $62,000 lost on wedding deposits is a small price compared to what a divorce would have cost. To my clients and partners, I'm at work, stable as ever, and my judgment remains sound. Sometimes the best deals are the ones you walk away from. Within 2 hours, it had 500 likes and dozens of comments from other business owners sharing similar stories. Hendrik called Dorothy directly. She put him on speaker. "Your partner is destroying my daughter's reputation." Dorothy, bless her, replied, "Sir, your daughter destroyed her own reputation when she tried to force someone to sign legal documents without representation. That's called coercion." Felix was smart to walk away. He humiliated her. She humiliated herself. "Now if you'll excuse me, we have a business to run." Update 6 Tuesday. Astrid's friend Karina, who I'd always thought was reasonable, asked to meet for coffee. Against my better judgment, I agreed. "She's suicidal, Felix," I sighed. "No, she's not. She hasn't eaten in 3 days." Karina, she posted Instagram stories from a steakhouse last night. She was trying to seem okay. "What do you want from me? Take her back, or at least pay for the wedding costs. Her family spent a fortune." "Her family spent nothing. I paid for everything." "That's not true. They paid for her dress and—" "I have receipts for the dress, Karina. I bought it. I paid for everything except her bachelorette party." Karina's face changed. "She told us her parents were paying for half." "She told you wrong. So you're just gonna let her suffer?" "I'm gonna let her experience the consequences of her choices." "You're heartless." "I'm practical." The same practicality she found so offensive in a prenup. Karina left in a huff. Within an hour, Astrid had posted on Facebook, "When someone shows you who they really are, believe them. I thought Felix loved me. Instead, he loved his money more. I'm heartbroken but grateful I learned this before taking his last name. To everyone asking, yes, I'm keeping the ring. It's the least he owes me for 4 years of my life." The ring. The $22,000 ring that I was still paying off. That was my breaking point. I texted my lawyer, "She's keeping the ring, claims I owe it to her. Please advise." His response, "Engagement ring is conditional gift upon marriage in our state. No marriage, ring comes back." Want me to handle it? Absolutely. Final update. It's been 2 weeks now. My lawyer sent Astrid a formal demand for the ring's return. She responded by having Greta call me. "You want the ring back after everything you've put her through?" "It's a conditional gift. Legally, it's mine. She earned that ring." "By doing what?" "Threatening me." "By loving you for 4 years. Love doesn't require signing documents without legal counsel, Greta. You're going to sue your ex-fiancé for a ring? How pathetic can you be? As pathetic as someone who demands their partner abandon legal protection as proof of love." She hung up. Yesterday, Astrid returned the ring, via Lucinda, in a box covered in photos of us, with a note, "I hope this ring brings you the happiness you denied us. I hope every woman you show it to knows it was worn by someone who actually loved you, not your money. You'll never find that again." I sold it back to the jeweler for $18,000, lost $4,000, but considering the wedding deposits lost totaled $62,000, and divorce would have cost me hundreds of thousands, I'm calling it a win. The best part? My ex from college, Win, reached out after seeing the LinkedIn post. "Sorry about your wedding drama. For what it's worth, you made the right call. Anyone who sees a prenup as an insult is someone planning to take advantage." Coffee sometime? We're having coffee Thursday. Astrid, meanwhile, is apparently dating someone new. According to mutual friends, she's been telling everyone how I was emotionally abusive and controlling. The new guy owns a small restaurant. Wonder if she'll want a prenup with him? Last I heard, Greta and Hendrik are out about $3,000 for flights and hotels for family members who came to the wedding. They're threatening to sue me for it. My lawyer laughed and said, "Let them try." The $62,000 in lost deposits, worth every penny. That prenup she found so insulting would have only protected my premarital assets. In our state, the business growth during marriage would have been split 50-50. My company's projected to double in value over the next 5 years. So really, her little ultimatum saved me potentially $600,000. To anyone reading this, if someone asks you to sign anything without your lawyer reviewing it, run. If someone sees basic legal protection as an insult, run faster. And if someone gives you an ultimatum 3 days before your wedding, run like your financial future depends on it. Because it does. Edit. To everyone asking, yes, Coffee with Win went well. Really well, actually. Turns out she's a corporate lawyer now and has some very strong opinions about prenups. Spoiler, she's very pro-prenup. We're taking things slow, but it's nice being with someone who understands that protecting yourself legally isn't the same as not trusting your partner. It's just smart business. Edit 2. Astrid saw this post somehow. Hi Astrid, she's threatened legal action for defamation. My lawyer is literally laughing as I type this. Truth is an absolute defense against defamation. Every word here is true, and I have the texts, emails, and witnesses to prove it. Edit 3. The restaurant owner dumped her. Apparently, she demanded access to his business bank accounts after 2 weeks of dating because trust is everything in a relationship. You can't make this stuff up.